Sitting in the path of one of the most dangerous flood zones in the nation, Sacramento County has escaped any serious flooding this year. However, some residents are still feeling the effects of flooded-out homes from years past. And now Sacramento County is offering a new program to protect homes from future flooding. Channel 3's Lisa Breckenridge shows us how it works.
Yeah, to look at that creek now, you would think that it was pretty harmless.
But in 1995, Dry Creek was anything but harmless, overflowing and causing $90,000 in damages to Richard and Lina Lessa's dream home.
The water came about up to here.
So that spring, the couple gave their house a lift.
Right here is when they're actually elevating it.
Now the home is 10 feet higher, and the Sacramento County Water Resources Department reimbursed the Lessas $40 of the $70,000 it cost to do so.
We want to leave them high and dry, but in a good way.
The money is coming from a $1.9 million grant from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA.
It's cost roughly $25,000 to about $60,000 to raise a house. There's quite a varying range there. It depends on the condition of the house, the size of it, and how high they have to elevate. The program pays for 3/4 of the cost of that, 75% of it, up to a $40,000 cap.
The Lessas are certainly glad they did.
It would be crazy not to.
Yeah.
It's just the peace of mind alone that you get is worth it.
And that peace of mind will be available to up to 50 county residents willing to foot 25% of the bill to elevate their homes. In Sacramento County, Lisa Breckenridge, Channel 3 reports.
A $2 million grant is helping some Sacramento County families live the high life, literally. If you're sick and tired of flood water every year, you might want to take advantage of a lofty offer. Our Mike Bond has the story.
And the water was, I would say, was probably up to about right here.
Richard Lessa points to where more than 2 feet of water overtook his dining room. This Rio Linda resident will never forget the torrential rainfall in 1995. 4 years later, the warped wood on his kitchen table is a painful reminder. One of the reasons the Lessas bought this house is they say it would be nice to live next to a babbling brook. Well, this has been anything but a babbling brook over the years.
How many you got left in the house?
Dry Creek is a notorious wintertime enemy in Rio Linda. 4 years ago, floodwater ravages this neighborhood. It transforms roadways into rivers and causes panic. The Lessas have snapshots of their flooded out property.
Water that came in the house came from all these fields out here, and it had all kinds of bacteria or whatever, and it immediately started to mold. It's something I would never want to go through again.
4 months after the floods, the Lessas take what some might call drastic steps. While a dozen of their neighbors sell their homes to Sacramento County because of the annual danger, the Lessas decide to stay. They have their 50-ton house raised 10 feet off the ground. A federal grant pays 3/4 of the $60,000 bill.
It's not a simple process, but it's not impossible. If a house is on a slab floor or anything like that, usually they can have methods for raising it up that make it okay.
This is what the house looks like today. The Lessas no longer have to worry about Dry Creek nipping at the backyard deck.
Now you just feel much more secure and, not worried about your belongings being destroyed and, that type of thing.
Remember this photo of the car in the Lessa's front yard? 4 years later, it still sits frozen in time, an eerie reminder of what happens when the floodwaters come too fast. In Rio Linda, Mike Bond, Fox 40.
Homeowners caught knee-deep in floodwaters in years past may have an alternative in the future. This home has moved up in the world about a foot, to be exact, above the 100-year flood level. The idea is part of a new program from the Sacramento County Water Resources Division aimed at keeping homeowners from dealing with flood damage every year.
Once I elevated the house, it was just so much comforting knowing that nothing is going to happen to you. You're up in the air, you're comfortable.
The gentleman raised after the 95 flood event, and subsequently in the 97 event was protected from further flooding. He would have flooded if he hadn't elevated, so he's kind of a success story.
The $1.9 million grant is funded by the Federal Emergency Management Association. It'll allow about 50 homes to be raised.